I recently played Stellar Blade, and I know there was a lot of controversy over the character design of Eve and her apparent sexualization and the extremely sexy costumes that she has on in the game and all the marketing that went with that. And I personally don't know what the big deal is. I mean, she looks great, but what's wrong with that? I don't get why journalists who probably don't even play these games make such a big deal. Like, who cares? She's attractive. There are attractive women in the real world. And to be fair, I don't even think that her body is that exaggerated. I think the issue that these people have is these really tight costumes that she has on, which in my opinion look very cute on her very cute body. But I don't know why they act like human beings and men in general are just animals that can't control themselves, and they're just going to see a sexy woman in a game and they're just going to go out into the world and sexualize all women. I mean, women do that anyways, but that aside, what is the big deal? It's a fun game. She's a nice looking character. Who cares? It's not the game developers' responsibility to cater to women's insecurity. So if you are someone who sees the character of Eve in this game and is offended, or you start to feel insecure because she's too sexy, then you have to figure out what it is about this character that is making you feel inadequate and work on those issues. That does not mean that the rest of us have to suffer because some people have insecurities. Insecurities are things that you have to deal with on your own. And I personally don't know of any women that are watching, playing this game and thinking, oh, she's too flippin' attractive. Why would they put such an attractive woman in a video game? I can't play it because it's just bringing up all my insecurities and all. Like, no, I just play her and kill monsters. That's essentially what we're doing in the game. Half the time when I'm playing her, I don't really care about what she's got on. Yes, some of the outfits are impractical, but it's fun, it's funny, and it's at the creator's discretion. So I just think that people end up making such a big deal about something that is fiction, as though they believe that grown people do not know the difference between fiction and reality. And we have this idea that, you know, men are going to sexualize women and go out into the streets and just treat... Look, some men already do that anyways, but the bulk of men are not going out into the streets and acting like hooligans. There are attractive women everywhere. Let's stop acting like Eve is some unusual anomaly. She isn't. She isn't. There is the argument that we start to objectify women, and again, I like to believe that most men know not to see women as just objects. I don't think that there is anything wrong with creating a character that men are going to find attractive. It's almost as if we don't want men to find women that they find attractive. Like, it's almost as though there is an issue with that, and so they bring in all these arguments. Look, straight men are going to do what straight men are going to do, which is look at women that attract them. You don't have to turn that into something horrible. This is natural for men to respond in a certain way to a woman that they find attractive. But for me, again, this is a character in a video game. The idea, especially because I've seen a lot of characters in video games that are extremely exaggerated. I don't think that Eve is exaggerated. She's attractive. What is wrong with that? Are we going to remove all the women that men consider attractive in reality because they are offensive? Why? Why do we make a big deal about everything and then we try to ruin it for the people that just want to play a game? I've played games with attractive men. I've played God of War with the lead character walking around shirtless, and it didn't have any kind of impact on me. I just thought it was a good game. Yeah, he has a nice body. Yeah, he's wearing barely anything. So that, like, all you have to do is go on social media and you see men doing that all the time. You see women doing that all the time. And I feel like we need to stop trying to force people to be attracted to what we think they should be attracted to. I know that there are men that objectify women. That's going to happen regardless. But I think that we underestimate the ability of so many men to control themselves and behave themselves and conduct themselves as reasonable human beings. And I find it very insulting to a certain level that we think that men in general do not have the ability to control their attraction to women. It's like, oh yeah, they're just going to turn into animals. It's not that serious. It really isn't. It really isn't. And it's a pretty good game. It's very hard, but it's a pretty good game. So yeah, I as a female gamer, I just think that this was blown out of proportion, but they did well to do it because it helped the game to sell. So in the end, the marketing and the critiques worked in the game's favor. So, but what do you guys think? Please leave a comment below and let me know. And as always, thank you for taking the time to listen to me chatter. Please like, please share, please subscribe, and please come back and watch some more of my videos. Have a lovely, geez, what's wrong with me? Bye.